Hello ladies, so today we'll be introducing the Black Clover manga reviews on this channel, and because of that I'm not sure if it's going to be doing good or bad, but well, I will let you guys be the judge of that. At any rate, let's talk about this chapter because we got, well, at least one pretty quick yet amazing match, which was obviously Lill's team against Luck's team. I mean, we know both of these characters have some really interesting personalities. They seem rather incapable of being anything but happy, so some may wonder, are they secretly related? Who knows? I mean, it's unlikely, so let's just leave it at that. Let's start with Luck's side of this battlefield. We have them obviously attempt to end things off very quickly. I mean, it's Luck we're talking about. This dude absolutely loves speed, being the user of lightning magic, and also, yeah, what they did was trying to use the same tactic, or at least base their own tactic off of something that was used earlier on in this tournament by simply launching a projectile at massive speed towards the opposing team's crystal, which, not gonna lie, is a pretty great tactic, especially when dealing with Luck because he is fast. Under normal circumstances, blocking or negating that attack would be seemingly impossible due to how fast it was traveling. But as we know, Luck's team was not facing off against some small fry opponent, because on the opponent's team there is of course one Magic Knight who is not just a Magic Knight but a captain. The captain of the Azurdiers, Lill Boys Mortier. Not sure if I butchered that name, but oh well. Anyway, when we look at Lill's previous match, we could see that he definitely is not a pushover. He may seem really happy and harmless, some may even question how he ended up becoming a captain, but I believe his mana speaks for itself. What's interesting about Lill's magic is of course that it's far more creative than the average magic that you see in Black Clover. It's not limited to a certain element type. Like if you look at other Magic Knights, they're typically locked to a certain magic, like you have the Crimson Lions who are great with fire magic, then you have the Silver Eagles who seem to be more in the liquid direction. Not sure if the opposite is the same liquid. I mean, I know Noelle doesn't, but Nozel uses mercury, and well, to be honest, I don't remember by heart what the others use, so I'll stick to liquid for now. But yeah, Lill is different in the way that he can generate any element pretty much through his artistic ways of magic. Like literally his magic is basically him painting stuff, so I mean he could theoretically just pull off anything. Now this could mean that his elemental affinities are all perfectly balanced, so he will not have some crazy element to speak of, but instead he has incredible mana, which of course gives him the power necessary to use such magic at the level that we've seen him use it. Anyway, so what we saw in this chapter was basically Lill using the strategy of Zax. Not sure if it was intentional, but he did it at least. He reflected the incredibly fast magic projectile of Luck so that it completely destroyed their crystal instead. So Luck's tactic backfired pretty badly. So both Luck and Magna basically lost their matches, kind of fitting for their rivalry, I would say. I mean, Magna took a pretty big L against Asta's team, and then Luck lost against Lill's team. So I think that's all I've really got to say about that match, but at the beginning of the chapter we did have this very interesting moment where Zax pretty much started to badmouth everyone after the match with Langris ended in a draw. Now what I found very interesting was when he suddenly started to badmouth himself, because so far we've seen how Zax pretty much acts in a way as if he doesn't give a crap, but here we had this moment where he actually ended up criticizing himself at the very end, where he said something like, oh, you gotta start thinking about your comrades. So I think in a sense that is character development. I mean, he probably has a hard time processing that he needs to work more as a team player, but deep down he really does seem to understand what needs to be done. So what he did was probably just some strange way of hiding the fact that he knew he was in the wrong with his mindset of not really caring all too much about playing as a team, like using his own teammates as tools, as bait and things like that. So I think in the next round we'll be seeing Zax be more cooperative. At least I would imagine so, given what we witnessed in this chapter with him. Lastly, what I'll be talking about is Asta, because he made an impression in this chapter. We see how everybody notices how hard Asta fought to defend his friend Finral. He gave it all he had, even if it killed him pretty much, and people saw that in Asta, so now people are starting to question if they've truly been giving it all they have up until now. So I think that will be a noticeable difference in the upcoming chapters. Like we're we're going to see other teams kick it up a gear in terms of mobility. They will want to win more than ever. Now obviously some teams are still going to have bad matchups and will end up losing their match, but at least they will try much harder than they have done so far, and I think that's actually really nice to see. Like, even though they were fighting seriously up until now, they may not have been thinking outside the box, and so they might now be able to think about far more impressive strategies to overcome their obstacles that await them. Because let's say a team faces a team that is seemingly stronger and the odds are just against them, simple as that. They can't just accept defeat, and very often actually strategy triumphs over brute force. However, if the team with that power also has a nice strategy up their sleeve, then the odds will yet again, of course, be against them. So it's a mixture of luck and using their heads, especially now that we're getting to the more intense matches with the lesser teams having already been eliminated pretty much. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the review here, so let me know what you think down below in the comments, and as always, be sure to Detroit smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more content from yours truly. This has been your favorite host, Perm, and I'll see you next time.